The goal for instrumentality would be to overcome Shinji's need for approval by unifying everyone's consciousness to the point that insecurities, traumas, feelings of abandonment would no longer exist, evolving beyond the current state of what humanity is already plagued with in our everyday life. This seems like an easy way out for Shinji because he no longer has to strive for acceptance amongst others. Those barriers can be broken down if he decides to accept instrumentality. Thankfully, Shinji rejects it, because he realizes that life and individuality is worth more existing in all of its hardships and struggles and possibilities of being rejected by others. Shinji comes to understand the importance of self-acceptance, and he realizes that his value is not determined by the approval of others, but by his own sense of self-worth. Now, I feel like this is a very surface level understanding of Shinji's desire for acceptance, mostly highlighting his relationship with his dad, but I wanted to use this to draw out how we can be the same way. I think for a lot of us, we struggle the way Shinji struggles in this series. From the moment we are born, we crave to be accepted by those around us, and if that feeling of acceptance isn't there, that can really do some damage to us in our own personal life. I don't think Shinji's revelation of finding self-worth from within is all that terrible. Actually, just like the other characters in the show, I applaud Shinji for being able to reject instrumentality and the end of the world and to seek validation within himself. I think that could be a message for us all that under the weight of people's validation, we can crumble, and if they reject us, we could think that we're not valuable or worthy or good enough because we want them to acknowledge us so bad. But I want to ask the question, how does one actually find acceptance from within? How do you know that you are good enough if you only find it within? What I love towards the end of Neon Genesis Evangelion is that Shinji realizes that as an individual, he and everyone else deserves the individuality, and that through life's experiences, they are what make a person, and that shouldn't be anything to be afraid about. But who stands to set the standard of good? But who are we to determine that we are accepted? From a Christian perspective, we can find acceptance from a holy, good God who we can call Father, who doesn't accept us based on what we do for him, but rather accept us based on what he has done for us. The reason that we crave acceptance from others desperately is because we're broken humans, severed from right relationship with God. Our desires and things we are all out of whack, so the thing that we can really give us fulfillment of acceptance, we run away from. But in God's mercy, he decided to run to us in the person of Jesus, who lived the life we couldn't live, died the death that we deserved in our place, and rose from the dead so that we could be reconciled to a holy God. And through that reconciliation, Jesus offers us acceptance, not based off trying to find it within ourselves or from other people, but through what Jesus has done on the cross for us.